What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we are back here with an Afghanistan tour of India preview series, the 3 T20s. The first one does kick off tonight in Mohali. It should be a cracking series, and I thought, why not come on here, give my predictions, series predictions, player of the series, and just what I think the predicted 11 will be for India, go through the squads, which players are missing, which players I'm excited to watch, and just go through the schedule and just touch on what the series is going to behold. So hey, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and please do comment down below all of your predictions, series, score, and player of the series. And I think we might start including a flop player of like who will disappoint and who maybe might let us down, but we'll see what happens and how we go. But hey, we're going to jump straight into this one. 3 T20s, of course, kicking off. And let's just jump into the squad first and foremost, of course. The two big guns of India will be playing, Virat Kohli and Hitman Sharma, but I do believe that Kohli will miss the first T20, which is a little bit of a bummer, but that's okay. The man just wants some more time to go get fit, get ready, do a couple of Instagram ads. I feel it. So he will be back for the second game, which leaves kind of, well, a potential another opening spot, depending on Kohli, where he was going to bat, whether it would be 2, 3, or even 4. So who is going to take that opening spot? Jaiswal or Shubman Gill, you would imagine, is up for that. So Hitman, Jaiswal, Kohli, Sanju Samson are part of the squad. I think he will actually see a game or two, depending, obviously, if they choose Jitesh Sharma as that wicketkeeper or they choose Sanju. And with no Kohli, they need someone to step up in the top order. So maybe Sanju gets a spot. Rinku Singh, of course, is there, the GOAT, the legend. It's going to be so beautiful to see, Rohit and Rinku batting together, but then Kohli and Rinku batting together in the second game. It should be something so special to behold. All-rounders, Shivam Dubey, hopefully gets a game. Axar, Clarke, and Washington Sundar, Arshdeep, Avesh, Kuldeep Yadav, Mukesh Kumar, and Ravi Bishnoi. So obviously, I mean, this is pretty well noted now, but Ravi Bishnoi being the first choice sort of leg spinner ahead of Yuzi Chahal, ahead of the T20 World Cup, which I think we all kind of knew that was the case, but a little bit upsetting for my man Yuzi. Like, I still feel like, he's one of the best spinners in the world, but, they've got Bishnoi, the youngster, and then obviously that second spinner will be depending if, you've got Axar, Sundar, and then Kuldeep Yadav as the specialist. All right, the first game of the series kicks off tonight or this morning, depending what part of the globe you are from, in Mohali. So I believe Shubman Gill is actually from that area, so it's going to be a nice little homecoming for him. I wish he played for the Punjab Kings, but that's a story for another time. We assume he'll probably get picked tonight, even with no Kohli. You'd imagine he's still probably a lock in that 11. So the first one in Mohali tonight, the second one 15th of January in Indore, which, yeah, another very nice venue to see them get a game. And then the third one, the 18th of January in Bengaluru, which of course will be an absolute run fest, we imagine, like usual in that stadium. So we don't have to wait long for all of these games to be happening, which is what I really like about cricket as well, especially T20s, which makes that exciting factor of the series. It does happen really quickly, like you go from 12th to 15th and then the 18th and the series is done. So let's get into it. Knowing all of that, let's hop into the notepad, of course, the trusty notepad, and let's go through my 11. Now, where should we start? I mean, I was going to just reveal it all one by one, but now that it's all on the screen, we might as well just get straight into it. I didn't mean to do that. All right, let's start from the top. Rohit Sharma, the captain, yes. I've got Shubman Gill as the other opening spot. Look, I think Jaiswal is probably the more damaging player and opener in T20, but I don't think you want to partner Rohit and Jaiswal because they're both they really just want to go big from the first few deliveries, so you don't want to lose too early wickets. Gill, he plays a little bit calmer, a lot more softer, if you will, a bit early on, takes a bit of time to get into his innings. He's a very smart guy. So Rohit Gill, and then I've got Jaiswal in number 3. I think you still have to find a spot for him in this 11. He's way too good and exciting not to. Of course, no Shreyas Iyer, no Ishan Kishan. So these spots need to be filled. Number 4, and I'm happy to have this one, Sanju Samson is in number 4. Look, I kind of wanted to have him maybe up the order, but I think 4's a good spot for him. I think he bats 4 or 5 for Rajasthan, so we'll take the gloves. And is just an easy pick. I think, again, without Kohli, without Iyer, someone has to take these roles. Between him and Jitesh Sharma, I think you give Sanju that first look just because of his experience and age, and he probably deserves more of a chance at this point. Number 5, Mumbai Indians blood, Tilak Varma, pretty easy, can bowl a few overs if needed. In number 6, my favourite, future captain and Hall of Famer, Rinku Singh. Again, that's the easiest pick of my life. Look, to be honest, you could easily take out Tilak Varma, put in Jitesh Sharma, and then switch Rinku and Jitesh around if you wanted. I know Jitesh bats up the order usually, but if we want to get Rinku Singh up the order and batting, which is what most of the fans are going to be there for, maybe 6 is a little bit too low. We'll see what happens, but hopefully we see Rinku bat lots. In number 7, I've got my birthday twin, Shivam Dube. Now, he was picked in, I think the South Africa squad a few months ago, didn't even play a game, and they were crying out for an all-rounder who can bowl a bit of pace, hit the ball very far down the order. He's such a good player. He deserves so much more opportunity. I know there's so many good all-rounders in India, but this is the perfect chance for him. Number 8, Axar Patel, easiest choice there. I mean, he's by far the best spinning all-rounder of this team. That's obviously no Jadeja, so Axar's the next best guy. Number 9, Arshdeep Singh, Punjab Kings legend. Again, easy. Number 10, Mukesh Kumar, between him and Avesh Khan, but I just honestly like what Mukesh brings a little bit more than Khan, because he just doesn't impress me that often. And number 11, this one kind of hurts because no Kuldeep Yadav, but I'm thinking, look, you've already got Axar in there. Do you then want to add in another sort of similar spinner, or do you go with a bit of leg spin differential in Ravi Bishnoi? So that is how I round out my 11. I've just realised that I haven't actually wrote down my player of the series and my scoreline prediction, so I'll be back. Drum roll, please. It's time for my series scoreline prediction. Player of the series, most wickets and most runs, and someone who is our big player watch, like the 2 players that we have to be paying attention to this series, with a few question marks above them. All right, let's get into my series prediction scoreline. There it is, 3-0 India. Look, I don't think any big surprises there. That is definitely the most likely scenario, unless unless Afghanistan can steal a game early. Of course, no Kohli in the first game. How much of a big difference does that make? Of course, India's, second, third choice bowling attack. No Bumrah, no Siraj. Obviously, no Hardicks in there. Who else isn't in there? No Bumrah, no Siraj, no Shami. So pretty much all of their starting, bowling lineup is not there, but I still think they'll have a strong enough 11 to do this one. Player of the series, if you can see right there, Arshdeep Singh with 12 wickets. I'm going to predict that he takes 12 wickets in 3 games. He's the man in his home conditions. He's him. So I'm going to pick him. That's the easiest one for me. What is my next prediction? Most runs, Shubman Tendulkar / Gill. Look, I think, his position in the team is a bit up in the air, but I just think he's going to dominate in the first game tonight, and then he's going to lock his spot in that team for the rest of the 2 games. So that's my prediction. Could easily go wrong and only play 1 game and then get replaced in the next one. So fingers crossed. Next one, we've got big watch player, and this will finish us off, of course. So, something I want to start bringing into my series predictions and other sort of videos. The 2 guys that we are paying attention to this series, Sanju Samson and Ravi Bishnoi. Starting with Sanju, I mean, is this, his last big chance at Indian level sort of, at least T20 options? I mean, he's pushing on in age. He's been given opportunities here and there, not really given a consistent shot at it. But when he has has been a bit inconsistent, like takes his chances and then does nothing for 3 games and then does something really impressive again. And it just kind of leaves you in there, like, is he going to make it? Is he not? I think this series could be a big chance for him. You let him take the gloves. Jitesh Sharma's a great player, but I think he's a little bit below Sanju in the pecking order. So you give the gloves to Sanju, let him play at, number 4, number 5. Let him go out there, try and make a stack of runs, impress with the gloves, maybe some captaincy, vice captaincy sort of stuff, maybe. Just see how he goes. Look, T20 World Cup coming up this year. Rishabh Pant, is he going to be fit to be the glovesman? Who knows? Next options, it's kind of up in the air. So, obviously KL Rahul, probably that next guy, but can definitely find a way that Sanju fits into the T20 squad if he puts on a great show. So all eyes are on him. And the second one, Ravi Bishnoi, I just think, a bit of pressure into the World Cup. You'd imagine he's India's first choice leg spinner, like spinner at least right now. But, when you got Kuldeep Yadav, Yuzi Chahal, Jadeja, Axar Patel, Washington Sundar, you've got so many guys who can actually bowl pretty quality spin. I'm going to throw my man in there, Yash Sharma, who is, he's not going to play at the T20 World Cup, but impressive. Like, there's a hell of a lot of good spinners in India who are coming onto the scene. So I think he needs to play well and take lots of wickets. But hey, that will cap us off. So those are my predictions, playing 11, and my full thoughts on the India versus Afghanistan series T20. Start off tonight. Comment down below who you think. Comment down below all of your predictions similar to the same brackets that I gave mine. Let me know. I want to hear it. Subscribe if you're new. Go Rinku for tonight, and I'll see everyone in the next one.